What we do here is go back.
I have to speak this.
So this is Passimane's Pokemon Dex entry, or Pokédex entry. I don't know why I said that like that. But it's Passimane. He's a teamwork Pokemon. He's a fighting type, and he has the ability Receiver. Now, what Receiver does is that when he has an ally that dies in battle, he takes temporarily over that fainted Pokemon's ability. So in the competitive scene, that's going to be pretty cool to see how that's going to, change up the meta a little bit. It might be pretty cool to see. So in his Pokédex entry, it says that you can only find him you can only obtain him in Sun. So if you're playing Moon, you cannot get him whatsoever, unless you trade somebody. Like it says here, unless you trade somebody who's playing Sun. Passimane lives in troops of 20 to 30 individuals, all following a leader. This leader will take 10 of the individuals in best condition to search for food. So with that, it's typically how packs usually work, is that they always pick the strongest, the best conditioned Pokemon to go search for food for the troops, for the pack that they live in. The troops' teamwork is strong, and the boss of each troop decides what mark members will wear on their arms to distinguish the troops. So I guess they just, kind of like somewhat like a tattoo or armband might be, what they're going for there. The boss puts the troop members through training to improve their conditioning with one another and their skill in handling berries. Apparently, this training is so hard that some Passimane end up running away. So that's pretty cool because they go through. Did I say conditioning? I'm reading it now. It's coordination with one another. My bad. I'm sorry. So pretty much what happens is that the boss puts them through training so they can, better be able to get berries better. And so it's pretty cool just to see, his backstory, and that it's so hard sometimes that Passimane just run away. They can't get through it. Some lob berries at foes. That's how Passimane attacks. They sometimes work in coordination with others, passing berries back and forth to bewilder other opponents. So I guess it's just to, working as a team. Passimane don't just pitch hard berries at opponents either. They also have techniques that use soft berries to obscure their opponent's ability to see. So, that's pretty smart of them. I guess he's a pretty smart Pokemon then. Passimane wants its trainer to have the qualities of a leader as well. It watches the trainer's form closely when he or she throws a Pokeball, and will not listen to the orders of the trainer with poor form. The trainer. So pretty much if it doesn't see you as a boss to it, it's gonna be like Ash's Charizard. It's not gonna listen to anything, and he's just gonna do whatever. So you don't want that. So practice on your Pokemon ball throwing, I guess. Passimane has a new ability Receiver, which no other Pokemon has previously had. With the Receiver ability, this Pokemon can inherit ability of an ally who faints in battle. So that's another. That's just a definition of what the ability actually does, which is pretty cool to see because like it says, we don't have that yet, that ability. So when we get it, it's gonna be pretty cool, and it's gonna be very useful as well, because like it says, or like it shows in the video, when it can take over Levitate when its partner dies. So it's very helpful because that means you can have this Pokemon have pretty much any ability as long as his friend has that ability. So this is Oranguru. He is another Pokemon that you'll see in only in Pokemon Moon though. You won't be able to get it in Pokemon Sun unless you get it traded to you from a Pokemon Sun person who has that game. So yeah, he's a Sage Pokemon. His type is normal Psychic, and his ability is Inner Focus and Telepathy. Telepathy is a pretty cool ability, but his Pokemon entry is pretty it's pretty funny. Oranguru live solitary lives deep in the forest and do not usually take much action. Instead, they position themselves high up in trees to meditate. Long ago, people thought that Oranguru were humans who dwelled in the forest depths, so they called them the people of the forest. And that's where I find it funny, is because people actually thought this big-ass monkey was a Pokemon, or was a person, excuse me. And in actuality, he's a Pokemon. Oranguru is kind to the other Pokemon living in the forest. He provides medicine for the injured and injured Pokemon, and food for the hungry. So he pretty much is just, if any other Pokemon needs help, he'll be like, yo, I got you, bro. He'll give them medicine and food. I guess so, like, he scavenges food for, or Pokemon that can't normally can get their own food, but for some reason, if they're injured, like it says, or anything like that, yeah, they probably can't get it, so he helps them out. Oranguru sometimes acts on their own initiative and will use some items that only humans normally use. And I was thinking about it, I was like, well, I guess this guy can probably throw like Pokeballs in the middle of a battle, which would be hilarious. Or just, I guess, use like I guess he couldn't use a Max Revive because he'd be fainted. But he could probably use a potion or something, like a Burn Heal or something like that, which is pretty cool. From a trainer's perspective, they can be hard Pokemon to handle at times. Allegedly, there have been some sightings of Oranguru using Pokeball. Yeah, there you go. So sometimes people apparently have seen this Pokemon throw Pokemon balls because, I mean, you saw all the people do it, and he's like, why can't I catch my own Pokemon? I want to be Pokemon trainer. I don't know. But that's pretty cool to see that Oranguru, has that thought process, that he's smart enough to, be like, whoa, this is a Pokeball. If I throw it at that Pokemon, it's mine. Something like that. It's pretty funny. The fan-like object held by Oranguru are handmade by the Oranguru themselves. These fans appear to be made of layers of leaves bound together with the Oranguru's fur. So, it's pretty cool. He also has a move. It's called Instruct. It's a move that can only be learned by Oranguru. It can make a selected target use its most recent move again immediately. So, I'm not sure how that'll work. I don't know if, like, in a double battle, like, your Pikachu will attack, then their Pokemon attack, and then your Oranguru will say Instruct, and then your Pokemon will just use Thunderbolt again, or something like that. Or if Pikachu uses Thunderbolt, and Oranguru automatically does Instruct, which makes the Pikachu do Thunderbolt again. So it pretty much just does 2 times the damage, but it has a chance, I guess, of missing the second time. And then we also have what's been shown. They have brought back custom character, designs that you can customize your character and make it look how you want. And it's pretty cool that I see that they brought back, and not only brought it back, but built upon it. Like, I mean, that's pretty cool that we get that again, and makes it a little bit more personal to you, other than just naming yourself and then you go on your Pokemon journey. Also, we see 2 Pokemon get new moves, which is Pikachu and Eevee. So, Pikachu gets it's Catastra Pika. And it's pretty much just Pikachu shooting up in the air and comes back and crashing down on the Pokemon. And then Eevee gets a pretty cool one, too. He uses Z move, and then he has all his evolutions just sit in front of him, and then they turn to orbs, go above him, and then they just pretty much all give him stat boosts. Like, I think it's like 2 stages or 3 stages, so he goes up in stat boosts. So he pretty much just becomes like an OP Pokemon after that, so it's pretty cool to see that as well. But other than that, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, obviously, and then subscribe for more content, because I'm going to be posting Day 1 Sun and Moon gameplay. I have my DS. I'm ready to just need to wait for the game to come out, and I'll record it and I'll put it up here. So if you guys want to see that, subscribe and you'll be first one to know. Thanks.